Welcome to the beauty business. This is a business. This isn't a dolly house or where you come to play dress up or hair shop or whatever, because you have to earn a living. You have to pay bills. I've been licensed for over 20 years. I have my own salon here in the Valley. I'm from Inglewood. I'm from a very aggressive side of town where there's a lot of competition and a lot of aggressiveness. And you have to be aggressive in this business. If not, you'll just be a roommate. Blow dry, the simple basic services, we're just gonna make the average money. The average hairstylist, we make about 20,000, 25, maybe I'll say 30 at the most a year. To increase that, like I said, you have to be creative. How many of you guys know how to weave in color into the hair? Very good, very good. That's a service that's added to your menu of services. Everybody doesn't have that quality. They don't know how to do that. So those are the different things you need to pick up along the way. Okay, that's something you guys need to put into your repertoire because you never know when you need it. Anything that has to do with hair, you need to know how to do it. Really dig deep into yourself and pull out all this creative energy and all this creativeness to create your own image for yourself as a hairstylist. If not, you're just going to be an average hairstylist. So at the end of each day, when you finish doing your clients, you need to go home and reflect on each and every one of your clients. Remy Campbell, I've worked with a lot of people through my career. Never once have I seen the hair extension machines on the set. I'm just keeping it real. I haven't. Maybe they have them in their bag and they're going to whip them out real quick before they get called on the set, but you don't have that type of time. There's no shampooing here on the set. There's no prepping. Most of the models or stars come already prepped. The only people that get the main attention on the set are the main stars. And that's one or two people, and they might have their own people to do it, or the top stylists on the set will be doing their hair. Other than that, everybody comes prepped. So you have to work with what you have. So that means you have to have a bag of tricks all the time. If you don't have these bag of tricks, how can you do above average hair? How can you go onto the set and expect to work with people that are making magic before your very eyes like that? They don't have time for you to go and figure it out and all that. I mean, it's like right on point. So adding hair is a great way to add more creativity to your services. Remy hair, Indian hair comes in Remy, Malaysian, any hair. All of our hair in here is Remy. All the hair on your head is Remy hair. Remy hair means a ponytail cut from one donor, from one person's head. That's what Remy means. A ponytail, a hair put in a ponytail and cut, boom, done. That's a bundle of hair. Okay, that's what Remy means. All the cuticle running in the same direction. I prefer to braid it in and sew it in. There's a right way and there's a wrong way. That's why I'm here today to educate you on the braiding, because we have an epidemic of hair loss. It's not the beauticians that's doing it. They're the non-beauticians that are braiding hair, that are taking out the hair around the edges, because they don't understand once the bulb is gone, it's over. There's no coming back. There's no regrowing it. It's never coming back again. A lot of people that don't go to beauty college, they don't understand that because they think it's all dolly house and lipstick and fingernail polish. They don't understand that you have to know diseases, skeleton, blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of people that want to get the hair money. They want to own beauty salons. They want to sell human hair, but they don't do hair. They're not going to make as much money as you. There's no way. And you shouldn't let that happen. When you go to the beauty supplies and they're telling you, oh yeah, this is 100%, yeah, you can lighten it and blah, 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 blah. You need to be educated. You need to tell them, not them telling you. Because when I go to the beauty supplies, I see them holding class right over the counter. It's very irritating. I hate it. There, I said it. I hate the beauty supplies. I try to go as less as possible. Because they'll sell you anything. You're the one that has to do the hair. You're the one that has to style this stuff that they sell your clients. And the clients don't know. They'll sit there for an hour and dictate to them how the hair is made and it's 100%. And then your clients will come right to you and say, oh, well, she said it's real. And then you tell them, well, I'm telling you it's not, sweetie. Oh, well, she said it is and I paid $150 for it. I don't care if you paid $1,000 for it. I'm telling you that it's not real. So I want 2 volunteers to come and we're going to do a strand test on the hair. 2 people, quick. Let's do it. This is real hair. You can pass it around real fast. Feel it. Real hair. Who can tell me the difference between this hair and this hair real fast?
That's processed and the other one is...
Excellent. This is processed. You can see the rod, the curl pattern on there, right? Yeah. There aren't too many people that can grow hair this way. Where's the village? Where are they? I like to meet them because I want some of their hair. Right. So you have to be the professional. Because like I said, they'll tell you anything, and your clients will have your head spinning because all these quotes that they got from all the beauty supplies. Don't believe any of it. You're the professional. Okay? Just remember, they're trying to sell a product. They're trying to make money selling stuff out of their store. Why would they care about myself?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I imported myself. Okay? And that's something as a weaver, each and every last one of you should have. Your own hair hookup. Okay? That has nothing to do with the beauty supplies. You have to do the research. When you go home, you have to get on the internet. You have to talk to other hairstylists that's been in the hair game for over 30 years that's doing weaves and stuff like that. You need to be amongst your peers. When I was coming up on the weekends, that's what we did. We went and took classes. They don't have them the way they did when I was coming up. You go to the hotel. You know, a famous hairstylist would like rent out the Radissons or the Marriott, and you just pay your little $60 and you go in and have lunch, and you have a couple of top stylists that you've heard of in the industry, or maybe not, but they have some skills that you don't have, and you go and sit in there and for 5-6 hours. Some of them are like 6-hour classes, 8-hour classes, and you watch the different styles and techniques that your peers have. You have to look for those classes. They're not that they don't have them the way they used to. We used to do them all the time. Or if you run into a famous hairstylist in the mall or walking down the street, you don't just ignore them and walk by, oh, that's so-and-so. No, you walk up to them. How you doing? You're so-and-so. I know you. I want to hang with you. I want to be down with you. I want to, you know, you just have to make them laugh or do it, break the ice. You know, that's what I've done. I've done it my whole career. So I go to a hair show, and this is a true story. I went to a hair show. I saw this kid from Detroit, Phenom, and I just had to be a part of what he was doing because he was doing a technique that's called the quick weave. And at the time I had never seen it. He was from Detroit. His mentor was a man named Little Willie. Little Willie is like so extraordinarily famous and so extraordinary, it's ridiculous. You need to look these people up. He went to Europe and did the hair show and created the quick weave right on stage. He created the quick weave right on stage, and the place just went crazy. But he basically slicked the girl's hair down. This is a quick weave. This is the original quick weave. You slick the hair down. You put a protein over the hair, slick down, and then you bond the hair on top of that. So all the hair up under the weave is slicked down, and it's really good for short cuts. He didn't have time to braid down a whole short cut, so he slicked the girl's hair down. When she came on stage, she looked bald, but she wasn't. Her hair was just slicked down. So he took the tracks and glued them and circled it and closed it to a pinpoint at the top and made it look like a wig. But basically a very beautiful custom flat wig is glued to her head. Right, so he cut it and did all that. The place went crazy. He's been famous ever since. He passed not too long ago. But Man was only 15 years old, and that was his mentor, and I saw Man in a big hair show. So when I saw him do the quick weaves, he did them in canary yellow, bright blue, purple, that looks like the bottom of your shoe, there I said it, and make them look like the Kardashians. it's so amazing and so fun and so gratifying. That is one of my main sources of income. I don't have any other booth renters in my salon. It's just me. I don't have to. I make enough money to pay for my whole salon. I have a 5-chair salon. I live by myself. I don't have a roommate. I have my own car, of course. And, you know, it's a struggle, but it's so gratifying, and each and every one of you can do it. Market yourself. You have to be confident in yourself. You have to practice makes perfect. You have to build up 5 to 12 clients a day in order to get this practice. So that means you have to be somewhat good in the beginning, initially, coming out of beauty college. You need to come out of here with a couple of clients. Not go to school here, play around, and think you're going to leave out of here and then go build up. It doesn't go that way. You need to start whatever you're going to start right here, right now. The business cards tomorrow, I need for all of you to go and get them. That's ridiculous to be in a business for yourself and not to have a business card. Put on their student, upcoming millionaire, whatever you want to put on there that's creative, that gets your blood pumping, that's going to get you out there everywhere you go, and let the people know, I do hair, I see your vision, I like your hair. I could kind of take, you know, your curls and define them. You always give a compliment when you try to get a client. You don't walk up to them and say, oh, I could do better than that. Your hair needs this and your hair needs that. As a girl, you know, we're just going to shut you down. We're not going to listen. We're just going to go, thank you, take the card, put it in the car, and never look at it again. That's just how girls are. And it could be true. Everything that they say could be true, and you know it's true. You know your hair is raggedy. You know your ends are thrashed. You know everything she just said was true. But as soon as she said one negative thing about your hairstyling ability, anything that somebody has to say that's negative, and if it doesn't catch you the right way, boom, you shut it down. That's just life. That's just how it is. So in order to get customers to like you and believe you, you have to walk up to them and give them a compliment. And you tell them, I see your vision, you know, you're very pretty, I like your face.
This is not processed.
Blah, 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 blah. Can I do some, you know, maybe I do hair, maybe you can come in and I can do some streaks for you, or a glaze, or give you a hot oil treatment. I love your hair, I see your whole vision. I love it. And they're like, oh yeah.
The other one's more damaged, like feels.
You know, then they go into an open conversation.
Rougher.
So then that's a good thing. And then you don't want to take up 30 minutes to an hour of their time either. Real quick. Boom. Hi, my name is Tranessa. How you doing? I love your hair. It's so pretty. Your makeup is gorgeous. I do hair right up the street. Maybe you can come in. I can give you a trim or maybe a glaze on it and make it really shiny and soft. Give me a call. We'll talk later. Nobody has time to sit up there on the street to a stranger, because most of the time people just want to run. You know, as soon as people come out, oh, what do you want? Okay, you know, they just, you know, because I'm like that. I don't have time to sit and listen to a 30-minute dissertation on the sidewalk. I just don't. Or in front of the grocery store. I don't have that type of time. So you just get in and out. In and out. Just quickly, done. And move on and give them a smile. Okay, girl, we'll talk. Boom, done. You go on about your business, and you don't harass them anymore. You see them in the store. Hey, girl. No, don't do. You know, just leave them alone. Let them. Just leave them alone and go on about your business. And if they call you, they call you. If not, it's okay, because you do this all the time. You have a pocket full of cards. Everywhere you go, you do this. Everywhere you go, you do this. Even if you see somebody with pretty hair, you give them a compliment. Oh, your hair is beautiful. You're gorgeous. I have a salon right up the street. If you ever need me for a shampoo, give me a call. Done. Whatever you market for, that's going to be the majority of your clientele. It really works. Marketing, it really works. If marketing didn't work, there wouldn't be TV shows. TV shows are built around commercials. Commercials aren't built around TV shows. The commercials pay for the TV shows. If they didn't have the sponsors in the commercials, they wouldn't have a TV show to pay for the actors and all the time that they're on TV. So advertisement is like number one. It's king. If it wasn't, McDonald's wouldn't have commercials, May Company wouldn't have commercials, grocery stores wouldn't have commercials. It wouldn't be TV, okay? That's what TV is created for, to sell you products. And then they fit the shows in there to keep you entertained and to keep you in front of the TV. Okay? So whatever you advertise for, that's going to be primarily the majority of your clientele. So if you only advertise for blow dries, that's all you're going to basically have a bunch of ladies looking to blow dry their hair. Who wants to do that every day? Not me. It's only $25, $45. So you got to think about that. Let's mix up some developer and some powder, because we're going to do a quick strand test just to see how much filler is actually in the store-bought hair compared to the processed hair. Okay, put your do you need the gloves? Sure. I only have one pack.
I can get some more gloves.
Okay. And this is some store-bought hair, very, very beautiful, very nice. And let me tell you one thing, another good piece of information. The reason they're able to say percent human hair, guess why? Because there is there's 2% human hair in here. The 2% human hair is human hair, so they get to say it's 100% human hair. Because the 2% in there is human. 2% of 100 is what?
Nothing.
2 hairs out of 100
Who said
hairs.
nothing? Bam. Who wants 2% of 100? Raise your hand. Not me. Yeah, I don't. Give me the 98%. So 2% of this hair, of the whole package of hair that says 100% Remy human hair at the beauty supplies, all of that hair has fillers. All of it. All of it. Every pack of hair that you see that says 100%, all has fillers. None of it is 100%. Because if it was, they wouldn't sell it in different colors. You can color it yourself. Who can grow hair this long, platinum, gold, blonde like that? Like I said, where's the village? I like to meet them. I really would love to see a village of platinum hair, 30-inch hair to their butt. I haven't seen that since the 70s. Because of blow drying and flat ironing. Yeah, I haven't seen that since the 70s. White, black, Mexican, Korean, whoever. Yeah, I haven't seen it since the 70s. Okay, so you guys got your stuff mixed? Okay, let's take a piece of this one. Yes. Completely cover the whole strand. Any questions so far?
You cover it with bleach?
Yeah.
That the beauty supply hair doesn't work. We're not saying don't buy it, but you need to know that it's not real, right? Do you want the beauty supply to tell your clients one thing and then your clients come to you, you're about to make $400 and the beauty supply people are telling, oh, that's real and blah, 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 and they bring it, you can't color it, you can't streak it, you can't put a curly perm on it, you can't do anything. So how are you going to make extra money down the line? Because with the human hair, at least you could use it more than once. You don't throw that hair away. You use it, they take it out, you could use it again. With the weft hair.
This one.
Now, if you're going to go and buy the individual
Store-bought?
strands, you know you can't use those too many times. And you can't cut them. So a lot of times when you see girls with the individual strands of hair, which I do those too, they don't cut them and they're not blended. And it just doesn't look cute. You can see it a mile away. You're like, oh, she has extensions.
This is Remy human hair.
I love when they cut them.
And which one? Which
The
one?
girls that I see don't cut them.
This one's
Yeah,
this.
even on TV. I mean,
This is
Britney
non-processed?
Spears had them in her hair. They weren't cut. The lady on the Beverly Hills Housewives, hers aren't cut. None of the ladies that I see on their hair is cut.
You know why?
Because it's a waste of money. If you cut the one strand, then it's a wrap. How are you going to put that one cut strand back in the hair and it's only like this long? And then you have to place it back where you took it from, right, basically. So cutting the U-tips or the tips is not, a good look. I mean, a lot of girls don't like to cut them, and that's why, because then she can't use them again. So that's why they leave them whole so they can use them again. Okay? So when you have The difference with the weft hair is when you take this hair out, you could put it back in the way you took it out. So the bottom track you put on the bottom, take the next track out, set that on top, next one, boom. When you put it in, you put it right back in the same way you took it out. And it can have the cut. You're just going to put the cut, the style right back into the hair. Saves you so much time and it saves your client money. I'm not saying don't do the U-tips. And I'm not saying that we don't want to buy the beauty supply hair, right? But we want to be educated and we want to give our clients the best thing for their hair. So you have to know and have the different services under your arsenal, okay? Because like I said, if you have a black girl, one of your friends, and she's a black girl, or your brother might be dating her, she's a cousin, an in-law, anything, and she wants some hair weave, and she comes to you and she's like, well, can you give me some hair? And you're like, yeah. She's like, well, I'll pay. I don't care. I just want some hair, and I want you to do the weave, you know. And then you're like, okay, are you going to put some U-tips in her hair? In a black girl's hair? Not so much. Unless she has a relaxer, you know, and then maybe some tracks, a few tracks in the back or something like that. But far as filling her whole head up, I think you would have to do a combination.
I'm sorry, what's a U-tip?
The strands with the keratin on the ends. They have them shaped like this. And then the strand of hair is right there, and all of this is like a glue, an adhesive. And you heat that up, and then you blend it in, you know, make it into like a little ball, and then you
Is it like a keratin ball? Yeah.
Yeah, it's keratin, glue. It's different chemicals that they use, because some of them you have to use a tool to crack it out, and then some of them you can use a solution to loosen it up. I like the solution. Yeah, I like the solution. The one that you have to crack out, I hate it. Then you have the rings, right, where you put the tool in and bring the hair through the ring. And then you have the stick with the hair attached to that. And this is basically a glue as well. And you heat that and attach that to the base of the hair, and then you roll that with a small amount of hair, and then you attach that to the hair. Yes.
Doesn't that pull their hair out too? Like you said, maybe a bad weave?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because when it's time to take these techniques out, some of them don't come exactly all the way out. Like the rings, you have to put the ring in and then you close the ring. When you go to open it back up, sometimes on the ends, they don't open all the way up. And then like 2 or 3 little strands of hair will get caught, you know, on the end. And then it just thins the hair out. 2 or 3 strands throughout the hair, that's a lot of hair. And you do that every month, then she'll be bald-headed. So you have to really watch it, you know. So like the braiding, and the reason that I like the braiding is because it's good for growing the hair, actually. It's excellent for growing the hair. That's why when you put the extensions in, you don't need to do it with a lot of tension at all. Not at all. You just need to do it solid, but not pulling and yanking. That's too tight. It's supposed to be no tension braiding. And like I said, when you're doing your clients, let's just say you order some hair, because I keep hair all the time at the salon, and I could do, you know, have a client that's just going to get a regular hairstyle. Let's say my shampoo, blow dry, and flat iron is $65. And then she comes in and she just has shoulder length hair. And then I always offer extensions added to their hair. Why? Number 1, it makes their style last longer. Number 2, it gives them some length and body. Yes.
How often do you wash it?
Once a week, every other week. Black girls, we don't have to wash our hair every day because our hair doesn't get oily and sebaceous. It's dry. So we don't have to wash our hair as often. For somebody else, they can do it a couple times a week, but you have to have that good hair. If you don't have good hair, then it's going to tangle, it's going to cause them to have to comb through it, and it's going to make their foundation weak. So their weave isn't going to last that long. So you need to know about the hair. A dry shampoo, you can. Absolutely. Absolutely. But if you have good hair, it doesn't matter. They can just get in under the shower, let the water run through it, a little shampoo, because it's not breathing. It's not alive. It's not absorbing carbons out of the air. It's only coated with some dirt or oil. So you don't need to go in there and scrub it like that. Just go in there, a light shampoo, maybe 2, get a good lather, rinse it out. Done. Done. Condition, run it through, done. Rinse it, and you guys need to incorporate conditioners with your clients. I know that you think the conditioner weighs the hair down, then you need to do some research. You need to try, trial and error. Whatever works for your clients, and you need to have more than one conditioner, more than one shampoo for different types of hair. It is impossible to use the same shampoo and conditioner on everybody and just have your same thing just sitting on the counter back there and everybody pump. And believe me, people look at that. Clients look at it, they look at your products, they look at your shoes, they look at you, they look at your bags, they look at your hair, they look at your teeth, they look at your everything they do. This is the pretty business, not the ugly business. This is the one profession where, yeah, you get to look pretty and get paid for it. This is your job, to make everybody look beautiful, to make them feel good about themselves. You're almost like a psychologist, doctor, a counselor, marriage counselor. They got problems with their kids counselor, their job counselor. You're everything. You need to know that and embrace that. You need to make them respect you. And how do you do that? By having the knowledge. By telling them and not letting them tell you. Yes, you do have ladies, like we were discussing earlier, that they've been doing what they've been doing for 50 years before you were even born. So they're not going to change. That's okay. They don't have to change. But maybe you can add maybe 1 or 2 little things to their program that they haven't been doing, like a demi-glaze, a hot oil treatment, a protein treatment, followed up with a moisturizer treatment. Because after you do proteins, you have to follow up with a moisturizer. That's just like putting a building up and then you put all coating on the outside and then you don't paint it. And you just leave all the rough edges exposed, all the porous ends, the top coat. You need a top coat. The moisturizer is your top coat. Good one. After a protein or a reconstructor, you have to do a moisturizer. That's why a lot of clients come to you with their hair brittle, jacked up. That's because they've been shopping at the beauty supply. Stop them from doing that. You have to be like a doctor. You write out the prescription of what you want them to have. Don't send it, and when they go to the beauty supply, you ask them, why did you buy that? What's that for? You have to be in control of your clientele. Very quickly, 65, and then this is what I tell all of my clients. So I don't care if they come in to get that. When I'm in there doing the hair, I just get in their ear and I tell them, it's time for you a trimmer. You need a hot oil treatment, and I keep doing the hair. I'm already finished with the shampooing and the conditioner. So guess what? They can't get it today. Then you have to find a conditioner that works for them. I'm sorry. With me, there's no shampooing some hair and then going to the blow dryer. That's not even going to happen. First of all, you need a protectant, a blow dry solution, something to add, before you blow dry. So with this $65 ticket, and then the layers, I charge $25 to $35 a layer, and they're going to need at least three layers. When you do layers, it's never one layer. It's never one layer. It's never one layer. It's always at least 2. Okay? So automatically, that makes your ticket, that's $70 more right there. Boom. Who can't use $70 more added to $65? That makes it $145. That's great. That's almost $200. That's not even a trim. That's just for 2 layers. So she got her hair shampoo, blah, 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 condition and everything. That doesn't have anything to do with the layers. That doesn't have anything to do with the 65. Everything after that's done, after that blow dry, shampoo, flat iron, is added on. Your trim, I charge $30 for my trims. My haircuts, I start at $60. So she needs it blended in, I won't crack her over the head too hard and charge her the 60. I'll charge her the 30 just to blend the pieces that I put in. And as soon as you pick, it doesn't matter if she knows about the 30 or not. Period. If you pick up your scissors, she knows automatically she's going to be charged. If you're that kind of hairstylist, if you're the kind of hairstylist that like to do a lot of free stuff, then no, she's not going to pull that extra $30 out of her purse. See? But as long as they know everything you do costs, that means you have to be super duper confident. That means you have to be super duper skilled up in order for her to feel like, yeah, I'm not going to even question her. See? But if they feel like they can get a little doubt, or make you doubt yourself, or make you come down on that price, they will. And then instead of charging 30, you'll say, oh, I could do it for 20. No, no. Prices are not negotiable. No, priceless. You don't have to have it on the wall. If you want to, that's fine. If not, it could just be in your station. As soon as she said, well, how much are your trims? They're $30. There's my price list right there. That's how you do it. You always have your prices posted somewhere available, so you won't have to dictate prices to your clients. You want them to know that you're honest. But I want my money. Shoes or dog food or gas, whatever. $30, that's
Money.
A trim, that's a job that you guys are taught to do. So they have to pay for that cost. It's not free. They're not your friends. You don't know these people, and even if they try to become your friend, they're not your friends.
Fine.
Do one little thing that they don't like. One little thing. Mess up one little time. This lady invited you to her bar mitzvah. It doesn't matter. They will never talk to you again. And they might get real nasty with you. I mean, people that's brought you lunch and you guys talked about her husband leaving her and this and that and the other, because they talk about everything behind your chair. And like I said, do one little thing that they don't like, and they won't come back to you. They don't call and say, oh, well, last time when I was in there, you took this lady before me or whatever. They don't do that. They just never come back. Oh, you did this and that and the other. They don't do that. They just don't come back. Okay? So even too, if you have a huge clientele, you have to always market and keep marketing. So back to so you always want to make your ticket more. So that's why you need to add the different menus of services. Now briefly, I just want to go through the different classes real fast that I teach. I teach a braid only class, a beginner's class, an intermediate class, and an advanced class. The braid only class is just like it says, for braids only. Just to get in there 6 hours and just braid. After that, practice makes perfect. Once you got your braiding down, then you need to braid tracks in everybody's hair. Everybody that comes and sit in your chair, you need to braid tracks. You need to just start braiding. Everybody. You want some hair added? No problem. You don't need a machine. You don't need any products. You don't need anything but these right here. These little fat fingers. That's it. That's it. A needle and some thread. How cool is that? 100% profit in your pocket. And then on top of that, like I said, what I always do, I always have extra hair laying around in my salon. I never throw hair away. When the ladies come and they have leftover hair, sometimes they'll donate it and you keep it. You put it in your hair bag or your hair box. I always keep extra hair. This is all extra hair that I just have laying around the salon. And when somebody says, oh, thank you for my hair, and I said, well, maybe next time you can get some length added. And they're like, okay, they don't know about buying hair. They haven't bought any hair. Boom, I just go in my drawer, pull out my little hair, my little bag of tricks, measure a couple of tracks, 100% profit right in my pocket. Not only am I being paid the $35 a track, but they have to pay me for the hair as well. So you're double ending it all the way around. And trust me, the ladies aren't saying, oh, that's too much and blah, blah, They're getting it done. I'm doing it every day. As soon as I finish you, I'm going back to my shop, and I have weave scheduled for the rest of the day. One client, $300. Done. You need to have a quota for yourself every day or every week. You need to make a certain amount of money every day and every week to average out a certain amount of money. On Fridays and Saturdays, yes.
Do you have a quick weave a week or fully?
My hair is fully braided in. And then I left my edges out in the back. So like I said, it's up to you on how you do your extensions. You're the professional. You see this stuff that's out in the streets. That's the difference between the way they look and the way I look. This is a proper extension application with a light layer cut, and then I could wear it straight or with curls. And I have a closure at the top. None of my hair is out. All of my hair is in. I can go swimming.
Is that a unit or you just?
Yeah, this is a one unit. I can go swimming. I can do everything with this hair.
I don't understand.
It's not coming out. Who doesn't understand?
I mean, do you just like circle it? And
No, because I don't do a circle, because I've been doing patterns. I haven't braided in a circle in over 10 years. See, so you have to keep up with your skills. And when I do extensions and I see the circle, I already know automatically that that's a very inexperienced hairstylist. Or when I don't see, my hair is fully braided down. I don't have tracks. All of my hair is braided down.
How often do you have to redo that?
This will last 2 months. I don't want to keep it in longer than 2 months, and I don't suggest that my clients keep their extensions in longer than 2 months, because I like to see the hair, condition it, monitor it, and then I could put it back in. But I need to see that hair. Stand one out, and let's go and rinse that out, and let's compare them. So like I said, you can purchase this hair at the beauty supply. Like I said, it's not bad. We're not saying that don't buy the hair, but you need to know what is good, what is real hair and what is not. Okay, how much you would charge. Okay, and it's sold by the ounce. The hair, the real hair. I'm sorry, 1
I was
second.
just gonna say for
Yes.
like 8 ounces, because that's how much it takes to do like a full head.
Yes.
So maybe like 20 to 22 inches, 8 ounces. How much is that?
8 times 200. And then for 20-inch hair is very expensive. And then on top of that, with the 20-inch hair and the hair being $20 a bundle, $200 a bundle, yeah, that's not even, you can include the weave for a little cheaper price. That's what I do. Whole package. Because it gets astronomical, and believe me, the ladies pay for it. There's not a question. And like I said, you have to educate them on the hair and let them know you use the hair more than once. And having extensions is kind of like a little privilege a little bit. It's not something that you get in your hair, you put the extensions in your client's hair, and then they go home and just start thrashing it, brush blow drying it, and doing all this. You have to tell them you can't do that. Because the only person that's gonna affect is you. When they come back and it's all hanging out of their head and torn out and this and that and this and that. That's from brush blow drying it. That's from having really bad cheap hair. When you have the good hair, it's no friction. You know, there's nothing pulling on the hair. So you want to make sure you have good hair. Okay? Yes. All righty. So this is our natural hair, and this is the unnatural hair. Now look how long that developer was on there, and look what this hair did. It has fillers. It did lighten, but it has fillers. This is the store-bought hair. This is the natural hair. Pass it around and look. Sometimes they even come out looking gray. And then that's when you know that they have like the fakest fiber. Yeah, that's bleach. That's developer and bleach.
So it will burn
yeah.
with the
Yeah,
curling
it can.
iron?
This won't burn at 450, but it can singe. This particular hair does not. This is some pretty cool hair, but it's just not.
Still green.
Yeah, still green. So they're using some type of rinse or something on this one, and then the darker little parts in there are probably some fillers. But this right here, this isn't real hair. This one is.
The other one is manufactured
Fillers are like synthetic, cuticle attached, simulated hair. That's what they use. It's simulated here with a fake cuticle attached. That's what makes
So that's
hair
why it doesn't melt.
That's what makes hair tangle free.
Okay.
It's the cuticle going all the same way. So that's why you want Remy hair. Remy hair is the cuticle going all the same way. That's single drawn hair. Double drawn hair is hair that's picked up off the floor after they've cut the single drawn hair.
So some going this way, some is going that way.
Exactly. So that makes a double, and that's why it tangles. Exactly. Right. So when you buy sometimes like human Indian hair from the beauty supply, you look at it, you're like, why is it all splintery, like looking like that? That's because it's double drawn. It's double drawn. That hair was picked up off the floor, and then it's human. It's human. It's all 100% human, but it's picked up off the floor, so the cuticle is going all exactly. The fillers is a completely different man-made material. That is, Salon is a company that makes a lot of the man-made fillers. I used to work for Salon, and I used to work for Royal IMAX. Royal IMAX makes Hollywood hair, jury hair, rodeo hair. All of that is also a cuticle attached hair with the fillers. That's the fillers, the cuticle attached. Yeah, those are the fillers. Even though the hair at the store is fake, you still want to have your favorite brands that you do send clients to get in case you don't have the Indian hair. Like these right here, these are some of my favorite brands. And yes, they're $100 and something a box, for some of this fake hair. So that's another thing you need to let your clients know. You're going to go and spend $100 for a pack of hair that you're not going to even be able to use more than once.
Can you curl it instead?
Oh yeah, you can curl it and do everything, but you can't put.
You can't put
No,
it back
this isn't
in
Hollywood at all. I don't use Hollywood hair. Yeah, but you can't use it over again, and you can't put highlights in it, and
Okay.
right, unless it
Yes.
come out green like that.
Yeah.
So you can't use this hair for lightening or for stuff like that. So you have to be very selective and pick a couple of brands that you like, and then stick with those brands. And then have your few brands that you use with your
the Remy hair, and
with
this
your
is the
distributors
fillers hair.
on the side.
Also in your classes, you teach us about brands and you teach us
Absolutely.
obviously we
The whole
don't know
time I'm
anything about
talking,
brands,
yeah, I do the hair knowledge, brands. I even have the brands posted right there in the class. Why?